It's time for another gimbal madness review. Today we have here the FEIYUTECH AK2000S, the new iteration from the AK series. As you have checked my YouTube videos before, I made also the AK4000 series review and the link will be in the description with also other gimbal stuff. Let's get straight to this wooden handle, mirrorless oriented gimbal with an additional handle for shooting horizontal. Let's run down a fast unboxing. In the box you will get included a softshell case, the AK2000S gimbal, tripod, extension handle, cables to control all major camera brands like Canon, Sony, Panasonic, Nikon and Fuji, follow focus motor with extension tube and accessories to mount it on your plate, Manfrotto plate with a smaller quick release plate, manual, warranty card. Depending on your lens size and focus displacement, you will have to adjust the follow focus rod to match your lens focus ring. The follow focus works by connecting the USB-C cable to the UR port on the bottom horizontal plate. Depending on which camera you use, you will have to connect your camera in two ways, through dedicated cables or through the FEIYUTECH app, and then every time you turn on the gimbal, your camera connection will happen instantaneously. Just turn on the smartphone control on your smartphone. If you connect it through the cable, turn off your smartphone control. You will be able to control the ISO, white balance, start and stop recording functions, and depending on which camera you use, focus half press. I can't find a shutter and aperture value in the screen, but you should get an update. This is my early bird review. Let's go for some test footage with my favorite Zeiss 55 and a wide angle lens. From test I didn't find any weird jitters or weird motions, and the footage looks really smooth even when filmed with the Zeiss 55. If there are some visible bumps, it was due to my hard walking. And we are going to a gray setting that they finally included on the screen, the dead zone and the smooth filter control. Now you are able to select the follow speed that will smoothen out your micro movements and the dead zone that will smoothen out even more the point of a move, so your footage will look super smooth. Thanks for including this option straight from the screen, so you don't have to bother to connect your smartphone and go all through the hassle to fine-tune your motors. You can do this straight from the OLED screen. Let's go straight to the buttons layout, focus knob and controls. Just like every single gimbal from today, there is a trigger on the back, twice for centering and triple to enter selfie mode. There is the follow focus knob controller for the follow focus and for any other desired axis selectable from the main screen. There is also the standard joystick control, shooting mode switch, start stop recording, button to switch between photo and video depending on which camera you use. On the right you will find the power on and off buttons. If you press it 2 times it will enter sleep mode. Under it you will find the USB-C charging port. Let's go straight to the screen layout. On the main screen there are simple options to select between all follow mode, pan mode, lock mode and pan tilt mode. Sliding on the left you will get the camera control functions, ISO, exposure compensation and white balance selection. Sliding on the right, you will be able to control the inception mode speed and functions, just one time or indefinite with the speed control. Motion time-lapse with time settings, root settings for the motion time-lapse for creative time-lapse moves. Under it you will find the selfie button and the focus settings. You can actually connect two motors, so one for the zoom and one for the focus, and select which one to control. You will be also able to select which axis to control with the wheel: tilt, pan, and roll axis. The last menu settings will allow you to fine-tune your gimbal just like mentioned before. Payload settings with auto-tuning option called auto-adaption. The shooting mode: default, smooth mode, and action mode. In the end, you are able to customize fully your follow mode and dense mode that I think it's the most important thing on every gimbal. The added handle will allow you to get some easier low-angle shots without any problems, and actually it has a 1/4 screw mount on top, so you can mount additional stuff. When using the handle, you will get in the way of the OLED screen, so make note of that. But it's not kind of a problem because when you are shooting horizontally, you will be actually able to see the screen. As I have a lot of experience for this kind of gimbals, let's run down for some extensive conclusions. The gimbal has a payload capacity of around 2.2 kilos, and even if I feel that the motors can handle a lot more, there will be not left any more space to handle a displaced weight because you will hit the roll motor on the back. So take note that this is mostly designed for the mirrorless cameras like the Sony a7 III, Nikon Z6 or Canon R series with some middleweight lenses. The gimbal is stated to have a 14-hour battery life, but it will always depend on what you mount on it and how well the gimbal is balanced. The 3-axis motor lock is a standard today and it's included on the AK2000 series. When I used the past the AK series, they were able to actually disassemble the upper part motors and the down handle. Today this is an all-in-one pack and you can't disassemble the upper and the lower part. And it actually gets on the point that it's actually kind of the same size of the Moza Aircross 2. The wooden handle inserts will add to the more premium feel of the full metal body build. And I kind of feel that it's actually really well built. If you don't use a handle, you'll be actually able to mount some accessories like an external screen from the left or right. They're a standard 1/4 screw mount. This is now a real competitor that can stand aside the ronin-s, Weeble-less and even the Moza Aircross 2 and actually exceed your expectations. It's not the lightest gimbal, and with the built-in battery it's around 1.3 kilos. The charging time on a quick charge is around 1.5 hours, and you can charge the gimbal even while filming. There is no battery swap option, so take note to get a portable power bank if you want to extend your shooting experience. So let's go to a shorter conclusion now. I will go for the AK2000S if your camera payload is under 2.2 kilo, and this is actually a great choice. It's newly designed and it has all the new quirks included. It will support all the major camera brands and the cable and also wireless controls. And I would like to end also with a small comparison between the AK2000S, the Weeble-less and the Moza Aircross 2. The Weeble-less will give you a smaller footprint but will not be able to charge while filming. In the other hand, the Moza Aircross 2 will give you more weight payload, 3.2 kilos, and swappable USB-C charging battery, but it lacks the wireless camera control. So this gimbal actually stays in kind of in the middle of these two. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe with the bearing icon to get notified every time I make a new video, and see you on my next one.
Can you see?